Good afternoon and welcome to Washington Update on CapitalInterest.com for Thursday, July 15th. I'm Ken Benson, Executive Vice President for Public Policy and Advocacy at the Securities Industry and Financial Markets Association. Today, the United States Senate passed by a vote of 60 to 39 the Financial Regulatory Reform legislation or conference report, and that conference report will now go to the President for his final signature and enactment into law.
If you look back over the lessons of the financial crisis, it's definitely the case that there are a number of areas in the derivatives market that were highlighted as needing reform as a result of what unfolded. And I'll point in particular to three of those. I think first, there is and will be now a far higher degree of transparency associated with over-the-counter derivative markets than there was during the crisis. And that lack of transparency during the crisis, both to regulators and policymakers, as well as the man on the street, led to contagion or fear that we really cannot afford to have happen again.
People ask, when will the securitization markets come back to normal? And the answer is, it depends on what normal is. Normal is never going to be, again, what we saw in 2006.
Okay, this is going to be a process that nobody has ever gone through before. There are over 360 sort of rules and studies and other things that will have to be done. It's going to overwhelm everybody that has to track it, as well as the government that has to issue the rules.
Many of the regulations have pretty profound implications. So if you think about debit interchange, for example, or if you think about NSF/OD, right, the effect is essentially to really make it very difficult for the commercial banks to serve the mass market consumer.